I love my woman. Hey, when I take a picture with a girl, I make sure my hand is in the front. Then you can see both of my hands. You know, I'm not that close to you. Hey, it's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she's around.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type.
With his sons, Shador and Shai.
You want to make this about you and your feelings instead of using your empathy to see, okay, this is his moment. If anything, we could talk about this later. Have you ever wondered how people like Zion Williamson ends up with an Instagram model like Mariah Mills? Or what about how did Jay-Z get Beyonce? All right, maybe not Jay-Z and Beyonce, but why is Beyonce with Jay-Z? Am I the only one that ever thinks about, like, how did Jay-Z pull Beyonce? Anyways, back to the story. Well, every villain story has an origin. And right now we're watching chapter 1 of Travis Hunter's fiance's gold digger villain story begin. For all of you that don't know who Travis Hunter is, let me show you.
You can't play in man. You can't play in zone. What can you do?
The man is an extremely talented football player. But I'm going to be honest, I don't really watch college football like that. So the first time I seen this guy was on this clip right here. So just in case you don't understand what that moment was, that was Travis Hunter after his last college game. He had a phenomenal game. He went up to his girlfriend. He wanted to share the moment with his girlfriend. Just for when he got up to his girlfriend, she had an attitude because she saw him talking to other female fans. Instead of congratulating him in this big moment that he just had and put your pride to the side, you couldn't do that. You had to make it about you. I want to show y'all the definition of narcissism. Here are some traits of a narcissist. Sense of entitlement, a belief that they are special and deserve special treatment. Even in the time when it's your time to shine, they believe it should still be about them. Lack of empathy, an inability to be considerate of others. So although this is not my moment, this is your moment, I want to make it about me because I can't really put myself in your shoes to understand. I lack empathy, need for admiration, and excessive desire for others to praise them. Once again, even though this is your moment, I'm the one that you need to be focused on. You need to be focused on me. Don't focus on nobody else. And the last one I'm going to read is exploitivity, a tendency to use others for their own gain, which is what we're going to get into. Everything about this moment right here displays narcissistic behavior. If y'all really watch, everything about this screams narcissism. How are you going to have an attitude with me after my biggest college game that I've had, my last game? You want to make this about you and your feelings instead of using your empathy to see, okay, this is his moment. If anything, we could talk about this later. The craziest thing about this is if you did have a problem with something he just did, all moments need to be about me. The only person I need to understand these things is Travis Hunter, but things get even worse.
And I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months. And then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
A long ass.
long time. Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes."
Damn.
I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like we hung out the next weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was during a week.
We went to Top Golf. That was our first day, Top Golf.
Yeah,
and then
I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I had school the next day.
The next day.
Type. You're not having this girl's type. So if you was to walk up to her, try to mac or something like that, she's going to look at you with disgust and keep it pushing with her girls. She's going to look at you like, nah, I'm good. But what happened is she dubbed you when you initially hit her up. And then she found out who you were and who you can possibly be. Then she was into you. We really see this happen with a lot of celebrities and athletes. Like growing up, you wasn't able to get that top girl, the girl that everybody wanted. But once you got some type of accomplishments under your belt, now you can get that girl. So now you think you should have that girl. No, that girl is not with you for you. She's not with you because you're a good person, because you're kind. No, she's with you because of your accomplishments. She can benefit off of it. Back to the narcissistic traits. She can benefit off of your accomplishments. She sees you as a lick. See, this is what's going to happen when Travis Hunter goes to the NFL. He's going to bring her around his NFL friends. Her eyes going to start wandering for her actual type and realize I don't have to settle just because this dude got some money or just because this dude has some type of accomplishments, but he's not really my type. Instead, she could get her actual type and benefit off of somebody else's money and run off and still get benefits from you if she gets a divorce from you. Most of the great men of history or society, their demise came from choosing the wrong woman. You should never try to convince somebody to like you just because you like them so much. That always comes with hurt, frustration, confusion, blindness. Even if you get the person, you're so blinded because you're so happy that you finally got this person. All the while, the person has motive to use you. I know so many people walking around with hurt and shame from their past relationship. And honestly, that person that they was in a relationship with was honestly with them because of pity. You sat here and tried to convince this person to act in a way that they just wasn't. But finally, they was like, all right, you know, you are my safe place. You're always there. Let me talk to you. All the while, the person wasn't really being into you like that. So later on, you had to pay for that. Just like Travis Hunter. Eventually, he's going to have to pay for the fact that you're not actually her type.
You don't really know bad part about being famous.
Well, you gotta knock off the scratch.
Crazy statement.
He don't know what no scratching is. Hey, don't give my dog in trouble.
I'm not gonna give him trouble. I'm saying, no, I know
my man felt like he looked like he was in trouble after the last game. Don't get my dog in trouble now.
Trust me, nobody got to worry about that. Everybody know in the world I love my girl, so
okay.
They ain't ain't got to worry about that. Boy,
Sometimes you got quick feet, but sometimes they got quick feet too.
Nah, they ain't got quicker feet than me. And they definitely ain't got quicker feet than her. They definitely ain't got quicker feet than her. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah. I love my woman. When I take a picture with a girl, I make sure my hand is in the front. Then you can see both of my hands. You know, I'm not that close to you. Hey, it's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she around.
Those are really good qualities for a young man to have for the right woman. That's the problem in this situation. This woman has proven that she does not care how much the light is shining bright on you. She wants the light to be on her. She has proven that she's narcissistic. With a guy with such a pure heart like him, I hate to see him fall, but he's gonna fall in this situation. We've seen this play out so many times. It's just that it's playing out in live time and right in front of us now. A woman that supports you also would understand when you're greeting your fans, whether it be male or female, as long as you was doing it within respectable boundaries. But the woman that you have, that doesn't matter to her. But just based off of this interview right here, you could tell he doesn't see the big picture, the big issue with all of this. The man doesn't see that the situation is bigger than him interacting with women. A wise man once told me, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Meaning, if you're willing to make my biggest moment about yourself, you're bound to do it again. And at that point, it's either I'm going to have to leave or I'm just going to have to conform to the person that you are. Sometimes we could be so blinded by our lust for somebody that we can't even see the overall picture of the consistent bullshit that we've been dealing with this person. I bet if one of his friends was in his position right now, he would have the perfect advice like, bro, you're bugging. But because he's so blinded by the fact that he's happy he finally has this girl that he wanted oh so bad, he can't even see the red flags that are shining right in his face. We all do that. I wish the best for this kid, but sadly we know how stories like this end. They usually end in divorce and the woman getting half. And that was her whole motive this whole time. This is the beginning of her gold digging career. Just look at Brittany Renner. But hey man, it's been your boy TybuggyTV. Until next time, man, I hope the best for Travis Hunter. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.